Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 35 of My Son the Traitor. Today's episode, as you can tell by the title, it is STARRCADE, going into our biggest pay-per-view of the year. It is essentially the end of season finale as well, so we're going to be finishing with a few things here today. I'm also going to go black screen a little bit for the main event and for the United States title match, just so you guys don't have spoilers and stuff like that. I want to make it a little bit more exciting for you guys, similar to how I used to do it for the local to global series back in the day. So that's going to be. I think I might do that going forward as well, just to, I don't know, I guess keep it a little bit more secretive as to who's going to be winning the matches and where we're sort of going to be going in terms of the results, really. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Anyway, one thing I do want to do before we quickly start moving forward is I wanted to create, so this was a comment I got in the last episode. I wanted to create my own alliance. I think we might just call it the Combat Nation Alliance, exactly how it is for our broadcaster. I think we'll make it a public alliance as well. I don't really want to essentially exclude anyone. So I think that's kind of perfect. I mean, it's not really a public alliance. It's more of like a trading alliance, I guess. It's going to be ourselves, TCW, in case you missed last episode. We bought Dusty Rhodes' promotion, TCW. They were, I think, 240,000 in debt. So we bought them. They're our new developmental company, where we're going to send our younger workers down there to wrestle on a full-time schedule. We got them back up and running on TV as well, and they'll be shown on Combat Nation. So that's good. But I want to be able to get their workers that are essentially signed to them to then come up and work for WCW as well. There will be some guys that I sign eventually anyway. Carino is probably one of them. There are a few others like Estrada that I want to get involved for the Cruiserweight division. But this is a good way of doing it for short term and also get maybe guys that I don't exactly want to use a hell of a lot to get them onto TV, potentially get them a little bit of a popularity increase that they can then come back and use the TCW. So we're just going to go with that. We'll found the alliance. Combat Nation has been founded. And then we're going to invite TCW. And there we go. So we got our first member. So now what we can do with that is we can do the alliance loan. Disregard. We can't. I'm going to have to go back and delete that. So we can do talent trades, but that's not exactly what I want to do. I want to do alliance loans. Interesting. Let me go back into it for a second. Let me see if this will actually work. Go Estrada. I can take him, which means he'll come onto our roster. It's not exactly what I want to do. I think I've messed up the alliance there. Wonder if I can actually go into the editor real quick here. We're doing this live, folks. This is all live. The alliances up the top. Combat Nation. Perfect. So public, trading, done. Hopefully that'll fix the problem there. There we go. Okay, perfect. So, for example, say we want to have Steve Corino, we can essentially get him per show. Is it for a one-off show? Yeah. Is there not another way to do that? I sure thought there was another way to do that. Talent trades. That's what we want. So TCW, you can do talent trades. So we can obviously send our workers there, but we can send our workers there anyway, because it is our developmental company. What we can do is we can do this, then we can go in Strata, for example, 6 appearances. They're not open to the proposal. If we were to send them someone like Buff Bagwell, for example, apparently they wouldn't even want that, so strange. That's really weird that they're not going to take him. Okay, maybe I miss doing this. Let me go to TCW for a second here. You guys might know a lot more about this. I've never actually had a proper developmental company, so this is a learning experience for me as well. Go into the roster. Let's go to Strata, because I actually do want to use Strata going forward. All right. This is what I'm concerned about. So if we take him up permanently. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try, because he's going to be using the New Year. He's not going to be used for STARRCADE or anything like that. But it'll be purely New Year stuff. Anyway, I guess we'll go with that for now, and we'll sort of see what happens with it. Anyway, let's advance straight to STARRCADE, and I'm really looking forward to this pay-per-view. Our main event has the potential to be... Well, I mean, we just had a 92 rated match on the last episode for our main event. And Booker T versus Canyon versus Eddie Guerrero. That has all the hallmarks for potentially even a better match. I know there was a lot of chemistry in the last one as well. Dean Malenko opening his own training dojo. Like he did in real life, I assume. Rick Steiner. We could bring in the Steiners once Scott finishes his contract with Time Warner. All right, here we go. Make sure we chuck all of our pay-per-view carriers on this one. We want to try and generate as much money as possible. Combat Nation as well. Alrighty, where are we going? That is the question. Just under 32,000 fans expected. That is massive. We'll check the Southeast. We might go to like the Georgia Dome. And we're expecting nearly 33,000. Louisiana Superdome is probably another possible option. I mean, it's pretty much those two. I don't really want to run STARRCADE in the Tri-State. So I think we'll stick to Southeast. We'll go to the Georgia Dome. I feel like it's pretty fitting that it would be held in the Georgia Dome. Yeah. And there are storylines, except for, I guess, Buff's redemption. But we're going to try and get all of these on the card here tonight. And we should be able to do so. So first things first, let me book the main event here. I'm going to go black screen for this one. It'll be our first black screen. And you guys can still see me, so that's a positive for you. And yeah. Booker T, the World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Canyon, taking on Eddie Guerrero. Eddie's actually up to 84 popularity, if you can believe that. So it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a damn good match. I'm actually very, very excited for this one. All right, I like that result. Like that result. Maybe a little bit unexpected, to be honest, but we'll run with that. All right, so I'll bring you guys back now. That's the main event, booked right there. What we're going to do before that is we're going to run an entertainment angle, but it's literally going to be, it's less of a promo and more of a video package of what sort of led us up to this point, which I really like. I like doing that for my pay-per-views. It makes sense. It's pretty much exactly what you see for a wrestling show's pay-per-view. You always see, the storyline that's led up to the big pay-per-view match and the build-up, and that's how I like to run my pay-per-views. So let's do. We'll do our semi-main event as well. So I'll get the black screens out of the way. This one is going to be a ladder match. That was what we booked initially. So 1v1 ladder match. Chavo Guerrero taking on the current United States champion, Rob Van Dam, in a ladder match. Winner retrieving the United States title. And I guess, in a way, with this match being a ladder match, whoever wins this one, I mean, if Chavo wins, it's a clean match. You can't really... I suppose you can probably get up to some shenanigans throughout it, but with it being a ladder match, you're probably not going to have any shenanigans, so... There we go. That's booked as well. All right, bring you guys back. Here we are. Main event, semi-main event. We're good to go. I'm only going to go 16-minute matches as well. I'm going to lower them a little bit. And we might have a little bit more fluctuation with match times. I think I want to have like the high spots match be 14 minutes. I want to have the tag team match be 12 minutes. We might not be able to do 12 minutes. Anyway, we will go with the tag team title match up next. The Rhodes family taking on Lowdown. This one's a bit of a surprise, but we're actually going to keep the titles on Lowdown at the moment. So we'll script that one. I think we'll go Wild Brawl with this one too. With the World Tag Team titles on the line as well. Ooh, and Dusty's extremely unhappy. We'll keep him strong, I guess. Still extremely unhappy. We might not be able to do the Wild Brawl there. We'll go regular. That works. Wonder if I can actually get rid of the... Yeah, perfect. All I have to do there is have Dustin take the pinfall. For that one, I think I want to have Dustin and Dusty come out. And just have them cut a promo onto Chaz and D'Lo. So no video package for this one. I might even have the champions be off screen. We'll make it just a backstage angle. Cool. All right. Singles match. We're going to go with that high spots. Going to be the current champion Shane Helms, Cruiserweight champion, taking on Rey Mysterio Jr. 14 minutes for that one. High spots. Should be a really good match. And we're going to have a new Cruiserweight champion as well. I think we can call that too. Yep, Cruiserweight title on the line. I think we'll have a video package before it. We'll just rock with a double entertainment as well for these two. Actually, you know what? We'll put that somewhere else in the show. We might make it another backstage angle. And then I think I want to do something else to try and bring the crowd up a little bit more for that match. I think we might go with a Jeff Jarrett promo. Or actually, we'll go with DDP promo. It's actually a really big match. And I would argue that the sort of winner of this match is probably going to be the #1 contender. So, yeah. We'll go both of them. They don't want to be scripted, so that's perfectly fine, but that one will go there. We'll have that one go a little bit further up. Leads into their match. I'll then chuck the actual DDP match against Jeff Jarrett a little bit lower. I'll try and give this one 16 as well. So I'm going to give the win to DDP. Purely for the fact that he's getting old now, so I want to try and make sure that while we still have him at a good level for stamina and stuff like that, that he's, still getting wins. He's 45 years old now, so yeah, he's gone from 70 down to 65 stamina at the moment, so probably not going to be able to really use him all that much in the near future in relation to like sort of main event matches. I might do this instead, actually. Let's go not rated. Off screen. Go like that. And then we'll have a Jeff angle onto DDP off screen prior to him going out as well. Cool. I like it. All right. That one needs to go down. Perfect. Alrighty, what else have we got? We've got Team Canada, we've got FBI, we've got the Kingdom, we've got the World TV title, we've got the Psycho Ripper Alter Ego storyline as well. Alrighty. Up next, we're going to go with that singles match. Hugh Morris taking on Johnny the Bull. I'll give that one 10 minutes. Doesn't need to be too long. Johnny the Bull pulling off a massive victory there. We might even have... Let's have a little bit of interference in here as well. Or a distraction, at least. By Guido. Alright, so Hugh Morris is a little bit unhappy with that one. We'll just keep him strong. So we're not gonna get the full popularity off of Hugh Morris, but at the minimum, we'll sort of we'll get a little bit off him, even though he's kept strong. So Johnny the Bull, we'll go Little Guido, entertainment for both of those two. And then we'll chuck in Big Vito, and we'll chuck in Tracy. And I guess to advance, well, I guess the storyline's already going to advance. So we'll run with those guys. I'll script them up as well, give them all some success. That'll be pre-match, perfect. All right, what else? I got the Kingdom match. That is Jerry Lawler taking on Sean O'Haire. Of course, if Jerry wins, Sean O'Haire joins the Kingdom. However, it's not going to be. It's not going to happen. So Lawler fails at his first attempt to recruit a dominant member of the WCW roster. And we'll keep Jerry strong. Hopefully, again, get a little bit of popularity off him. We'll protect him. Is that enough? That is not enough. What's his popularity? 67. Yeah. It's only about 50. Yeah. I need this match to sort of happen. But I don't really want to do it at the risk of upsetting Jerry Lawler. Or if I can do that. And then keep him strong as well. Nope. Maybe I'll just make Jerry upset. I'm literally just going to make Jerry upset. Maybe if I get rid of Decisive, is that going to change anything? I want to try and not upset him. I don't think it's going to change anything. Nope. All right. Well, we're just going to run with it. It's going to be Decisive as well. It is what it is. We'll throw some money at him, I guess, and see what happens. This one as well, just going to be Jerry and Sean on the double entertainment. Again, this one's more just like a video package. I guess I could probably just rename them and just do like video package. Just run them like that. I mean, that actually looks a lot better in relation to the way the show looks and runs. I didn't do anything with RVD or Chavo. Have Rob cut a promo onto Chavo. Yeah. I've lost it. Where is it? Alright, that's better. I like that. What else have we got? World TV title, Psycho Ripper, and Team Canada. Still got plenty of time left for those three. Then, of course, we've got to go through and change our wild brawls and storytellings and stuff like that. I'm tempted to make this the storytelling match. I might do that now. I'm not really too fussed with the World Tag Team title match. I know, obviously, there's a little bit of storyline in there with the Rhodes family, but yeah, not too much overall. I mean, these two could probably be the Wild Brawl, honestly. Lawler and O'Hare. That'd actually probably be beneficial for both of them. So do that Wild Brawl, and that's pretty much sorted out. So, okay, we'll lower that by 2. Perfect. And then we're going to have Lawler and Steamboat. Steamboat's doing too much. I want that to be a good match, actually. Let's go. Who's Road Agent? Go Arn Anderson for that one. Hopefully, we don't have to do any more. Charles Robinson, too much refereeing as well. We might need another referee, especially with how many more matches we're going to chuck on the card here. All right. Next match is, let's do this. So I have to go to titles. I'm going to search for any status, and the World Television title, unretire. It is back. Go back in here, status, go back to active, and bang, World TV title. The last holder, Jim Duggan. Before that, Scott Hall. Some very good champions there as well. You got Booker T, Jericho, Conan, Steiner, Rick Steiner, Benoit, Scott Hall. That's just on that first page. Finley in there as well. So yeah, let's book that Fatal 4-Way. It'll be AJ Styles taking on CM Punk, taking on Samoa Joe, taking on Vader. That one just needs 10 minutes, nothing too serious. Vader is going to win, Styles is going to lose, and Big Vader is going to be the new television champion. Bit of a weird choice, that one, you might think, but I don't think CM Punk's ready. He's still not recognizable by the fans yet, so I mean, maybe this victory would have essentially done it for him, perhaps. But hey, at least he's now got someone to chase for the title. So I kind of like that a little bit more. What we will do, though, is we'll do an angle for all 3 of them as well. So Vader on Menace. Let's go entertainment for the other 3. It's not going to do too well, but it is what it is. We're not gonna worry about it too much. So a little bit of time. Arn Anderson road agenting as well, and then we've got tag team match, American Dragon and where is he? Terry Funk taking on the team of Lance Storm and Mike Awesome. Try and give it 12 minutes. And I think we'll give Lance Storm the win. And actually, what's Terry's popularity? He's got 47s. What's Mike Awesome's? 44. I think it actually might be more beneficial having Mike Awesome win this match. We'll let it be tainted, actually. We'll let it be tainted. And during the match, we'll have an interference onto Terry by Tori Wilson. And then we'll just have the loser be Terry Funk as well. That's perfect. Don't really need an angle before that one either, so that's fine. We can actually borrow. I didn't realize that. Can we borrow? I guess that's borrowing your own workers back. And we haven't actually sent anyone down yet, so perfectly fine. Something for the future, maybe for future nitros and stuff like that. I'm actually going to change the Nitro logo going into 2002. There is a nicer TV logo in the actual database itself. Anyway, we'll work that out once we finish the show here. Everything looks pretty good. We've still got one more match to do, which is the Alter Ego. We'll have that match go on first. And yeah, this is an interesting one, this one. So Psycho Ripper taking on Super Crazy, former Anguish tag team partners. We'll give it 12, give it a good amount of time. It's going to be a cracking match. But Psycho Ripper is going to be the victor. It's going to be open, script, tainted, with an outside interference finish onto Super Crazy by George Estrada. So he will play a part. There we go. I like it. Obviously, Estrada is a heel, so it works out pretty well. And it's tainted, so he's obviously got a reason for losing as well. Instead of work the crowd, I'm going to do an angle for him as well. Is that going to mess our referee situation up? Yep. Wonder if I change that, is it still going to do it? It's not. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So, angles. Let me check Estrada. He does have good entertainment skills as well. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have Psycho Ripper and George Estrada. And then we'll go Super Crazy as well. We'll go selling for Super Crazy. Double entertainment there. Success for everybody. And then Psycho Ripper and George Estrada. They're going to attack. Oop. Attack Super Crazy post-match. And leave him down and out. Perfect. So that'll be post-match. What I might do in that case is actually bring the Team Canada match ahead and then have that work the crowd. Would actually be a pretty decent match, in my opinion. Just looking at it, I was almost going to make it a technical masterclass, but I won't. I don't know. I think I actually could. I know you look at Mike Awesome and you're like, eh. Maybe we won't. I'll leave it as work the crowd. But we're going to do another singles match between American Dragon and Lance Storm at the next pay-per-view. And that match will be our 15-minute technical masterclass, I think. And that'll be a cracking good match as well. So there we go. 210 minutes, 71%, no penalty. Perfect show in terms of match length and angle length. Like 71, we're 1% over, which is perfect, ideal. Exactly what you want. I'm not sure if I can do any pre-show matches because I think both of our referees are very, very tired. We might try and just get a few people on the card. Go David Flair there too. So we'll chuck Buff on because I don't want Buff to get upset for being left off. We'll chuck Estrada on there because I want to change his Chile momentum. I want to get rid of that. Then I'm thinking probably Jindrak and Stasiak. We'll just go like that, I guess. Give the win to Estrada. Kendrick can lose. Actually, instead of Kendrick, we'll go David Flair. I was looking at Jason Jett off camera before I started the episode, and he's honestly really good. Definitely somebody I should think about maybe pushing in the future. He's very talented. He's even got 65 star quality, which is pretty damn good. He's also better as a heel, so I'm thinking turn him to a heel. Could be a good little opponent for maybe a CM Punk once Punk eventually becomes the television champion. Could have a decent little feud between them. But yeah, I really like the signing of Estrada as well. I really like him. I feel like him and Rey Mysterio in the near future, in the first like 3 months or so, gonna have some good matches for that cruiserweight title. They'll be involved in a storyline once he's sort of finished with his involvement with Psycho Ripper. It's going to be. See, this is what I was worried about. Neil Patrick. Do we have any local refs that I can just literally sign? We do. Who's the best? I think it's Mickey. Or do we go Posey? Yeah, we'll go Mickey. We'll go Mickey. It is STARRCADE after all. Alright. So I'll chuck him as a ref, and then we can literally do more pre-show stuff as well. Because I'd like to get Cena in a match. Go Cena and Cabana. Take on 3 count. Yep. Cena getting the win there. And then a final tag team match for the pre-show. Fully Blooded Italians taking on Lash LaRue, and we'll just use a heel, sorry. Mike Sanders. Maybe Jamie Noble. And Little Greedo getting the win. Perfect. All right. What's the issue now? Arn's got too much to do. Okay. Problem solved. We are ready to go for STARRCADE 2001. Here we go. Whew. Are you ready? Alright, so pre-show kicking off, we get a 44 rating. John Cena and Colt Cabana defeating 3 count in 12-11 when John Cena pinned Shannon Moore with a Blue Thunder side slam. Yep, so 44. That's a good match. No real standouts in the match, to be fair. So, I mean, Cabana had the best in-ring. Second pre-show tag match, getting us a 49, where we have Fully Blooded Italians, being Guido and Smothers. They defeat Lash LaRue and Jamie Noble in 12-16. And Guido pinned Noble with a diving leg drop bulldog. Good match. 62 in-ring there for Guido. And the 8-man tag pre-show match, getting us a 51, where we have the team of Buff Bagwell, George Estrada, or I guess it's Jorge Estrada, and Jindrak and Stasiak defeating Billy Kidman, Brian Kendrick, Jason Jett, and David Flair in 11:51 when Jorge Estrada pinned David Flair with an Olympic slam. Good match. All right. We kick off STARRCADE with a 64 rated tag team match. We have Team Canada defeating American Dragon and Terry Funk in 11:55 when Mike Awesome pinned Terry Funk with an awesome bomb, following interference from Torrie Wilson. So yeah, Torrie getting involved. Awesome bomb. Bang. 1, 2, 3. And Terry Funk is officially gone. Couldn't get the job done with American Dragon there. Did take the pinfall as well. We then go straight into a 56 rated match where we have Psycho Ripper defeating Super Crazy in 11:45 by pinfall with a cannonball senton following interference from Jorge Estrada. Jorge getting involved. Bang. Cannonball senton from Psycho Ripper. And they steal the tainted victory at STARRCADE away from Super Crazy. Probably a little bit unexpected here, because originally I was leaning towards Super Crazy getting the big win at STARRCADE. But there's a bit of a thought process behind this. So if we gave Super Crazy the win here, that would essentially be it for the storyline. And then I don't really have anything for Super Crazy to do, because I don't think he's actually ready to make the leap up to a United States title storyline yet. He might have gained a good amount of popularity potentially, but if we continue this storyline with Psycho Ripper, what we can do is have Psycho Ripper team up with Estrada, which is what we're going to do. Is essentially how we've booked this, and then we're going to have Super Crazy, who's going to need to find a tag team partner, which gives us the chance to bring in the original Psychosis, his, tag team partner that eventually he teamed up with in WWE. We can have them form New Anguish, which was originally my thought process before signing Psycho Ripper. And we can have them go from that point on, and then at the next pay-per-view, have Super Crazy and Psychosis versus Psycho Ripper and Estrada. And then the next month after that, we can have the rematch here of Super Crazy versus Psycho Ripper, and we can eventually then give Super Crazy the big win, the big pay-per-view win, which will then hopefully elevate him a little bit higher up into the sort of either Cruiserweight title storyline. Then again, it is going to be Rey Mysterio, so face versus face. We might not do that. I might even transition Psycho Ripper or Estrada, one of the two. It will be Estrada eventually, but maybe Psycho Ripper is that first one after that second pay-per-view to then face Rey Mysterio. That could be a really good storyline. And then Estrada after that. Could work. And then hopefully Super Crazy will have that popularity level to then go on and face whoever wins the United States title match, whether it's RVD or Chavo. So, looks good. 56, happy with that. Just, a little bit of a breakdown as to my thought process behind this. Because I know I have been alluding to Super Crazy getting the win here at STARRCADE. All right, we then go into the subsequent angle where we get a 44. We have Psycho Ripper and Jorge Estrada, and they attack Super Crazy post-match, leave him down and out in the middle of the ring. We got referees, we got a stretcher coming out. They've really messed up Super Crazy, and the fans are a little bit worried about him. They're concerned. All right, we then go into a 49 rated angle with our 4 competitors. Again, it's more of a it's a video package, but then it's also them speaking on camera as well. So they're giving their thoughts behind the television title and what it means to professional wrestling, what it means to a TV show, and of course what it means to be the television champion as well. They're all explaining what it means to them. They all want to be fighting champions, except for Vader. Vader doesn't really give too much away. He doesn't like to speak too much, and he's much more of a menacing sort of aspect to this whole storyline. But yeah, basically says he does want to win the television title and get some gold around his waist. Big waist as well. All right, the match itself, actually pretty damn good. We get a 55 rated Fatal 4-Way match here where we have Vader defeating CM Punk, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles in 9:44 when Vader pinned AJ Styles with a Vader Bomb. Vader winning the WCW World Television title. Big win. Again, I think Vader being the TV champ adds a little bit of, I guess, prestige to the belt, like especially after, you know, unretiring it and bringing it back. I was so tempted. I was very, very close to putting the belt on CM Punk. But I feel like Vader, especially with his popularity, just has that little bit of extra validity to him, I think, and like prestige that's going to make the title at least look a little bit better on paper with us bringing it back. So I think it works out rather well. But like I said, it will be CM Punk who will eventually dethrone Vader. And it's probably not going to be a super long title reign either. It's probably going to be a maximum of 1 month, a month and a half, 2 months maximum sort of thing. It's not going to be anything longer than that. So, yeah. We move on. We go into a 72 rated video package here for Jerry Lawler and Sean O'Haire. Deserved better color commentary, seeing as our color commentator was actually in the match, or in the angle, sorry. Expected. It's a good promo though. Good angle. Their match does really bad. Really bad. We get a 54 rated match here. It is a wild brawl, and we have Sean O'Haire defeating Jerry Lawler in 10:26 by pinfall with a senton bomb. And yeah, it was poorly placed, so needed a crowd that was buzzing for it. A little bit frustrating, a little bit. But yeah, big win for O'Haire, and essentially manages to avoid becoming the first member of the Kingdom. Luckily for him. I'd say that this is probably like a number one contenders match for the United States title as well, going forward. All right, we then go into a 49 rated angle with the fully blooded Italians. They're all backstage, and they're essentially talking strategy for tonight's match. Of course, Johnny the Bull, he's the head of the table, if you will, the mafioso, and he's essentially telling everyone what he wants them to do. And obviously, he has a bit more of a chat in depth that the camera can't really pick out exactly what Johnny and Guido are sort of talking about. Whereas he's more directing Smothers and Vito as to what they're doing directly on camera, if that makes sense. And yeah, that leads into their match. Match itself getting a 51. Very nice. We have Johnny the Bull defeating Hugh Morris in 10:21 by pinfall with a diving leg drop. And of course, during the match, we also had little Guido. He didn't run in and interfere, but he did distract Morris by being at ringside. So the distraction has obviously led to Johnny the Bull getting an upper hand in the match. Hits the diving leg drop, gets the 1-2-3, and gets, I would say, the biggest win of his career. STARRCADE on pay-per-view against a pretty popular Hugh Morris. It's the push of Johnny the Bull, and he is he's getting up there now. Very keen to see his popularity post pay-per-view. Right, we then go straight into another backstage angle. We have another run-in, the final run-in, shall we say, between Rey Mysterio and Shane Helms, getting us a 51. So pretty good. Again, Rey's entertainment stats are not that good, so it's probably Shane carrying. I mean, Rey's obviously got good charisma, good star quality and stuff like that, but his entertainment stats, not so much. And they shake hands for a final time for the entrances hit. We then go into an angle with Jeff Jarrett, 76 rated for this one. I think I wanted it to be DDP in this one. I don't remember. Either way, doesn't matter too much. Jarrett with a promo on DDP. And we move forward into the high spots match. And again, it's got the penalty. I wanted that to be DDP. Ugh, it's frustrating. We get a 59 rated match, so it's a really good high spots match anyway. But we have Rey Mysterio Jr. defeating Shane Helms in 14:30 by pinfall with a Frankensteiner. We have Rey Mysterio Jr. winning the WCW World Cruiserweight title. And again, high spots base match needs a crowd who is buzzing. I thought it would have been good enough just to have that promo be before it. That would have led to it, boosting it up a little bit. Oh, frustrating, because that should have been better. 69 in ring for Ray and a 64 there for Shane Helms, who finally loses his title as well. He's held that since we started the series. The dirt sheet, obviously face combination. Ray's awful gimmick. Stamina there for Shane Helms as well. A little bit frustrating, but I guess a 14-minute high spots match probably requires a good amount of stamina as well. All right, moving. Oh, see, this is what this is the one that I wanted before the high spots match. We get a 95 rated angle from Diamond Dallas Page. You guys were probably screaming at me to move it, but it is what it is. We have DDP cutting a promo onto his opponent Jeff Jarrett up next. 95 rated. It's DDP. It's expected at this point. And yeah, essentially the winner of this match becomes the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title. Maybe not next month, but maybe the month after, depending on what happens in the main event. That match does really well. We get a 78 rated match where we have Diamond Dallas Page defeating Jeff Jarrett in 15:47 by pinfall with a diamond cutter. Really good rated match. 74 in ring there for Jeff, 71 for DDP. Perfect. Just perfect. All right, we then go into an 80 rated angle. So a very good angle there from the Rhodes family. And they just cut a promo onto Lowdown. Basically say that they're going to fulfill their destiny here in WCW and at STARRCADE. Dusty Rhodes is going to win the World Tag Team titles with his son, Dustin Rhodes. The World Tag Team title match getting us a 61 rating. Lowdown pulling off a massive upset, defeating the Rhodes family in 9:31 when D'Lo Brown pinned Dustin Rhodes with a sit-out spinebuster. And we have Lowdown making defense number 4 of the WCW World Tag Team titles. Big win for Lowdown. Big win. We've got Dusty getting better at his gimmick as well. All right, we then go into a 95 rated angle from the current United States champion, Mr. Monday Night himself, the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. Great promo. Perfect. All right, here we go. The first of our main events. Ladder match for the United States title. Oh, so good. So good. 91 rated. Semi-main event for STARRCADE. Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeating Rob Van Dam in a ladder match in 15:49 when Chavo Guerrero Jr. retrieved the United States title. Chavo wins the WCW United States Championship. What a match. Our second best match of all time on the series. Of course, our best ever match was literally last episode for the Go Home show. And potentially, we could still beat both of those matches with the main event. Look at that. Incredible. There was a definite lack of psychology on display, but yeah, I mean, penalized for a lack of psychology and penalized for the announcing quality. Insane. Such a good match. I'm actually nervous about the main event now. I shouldn't be. We have some incredible talent in the main event. All right, so pre-main event angle, we get a 99 rated angle leading in. Again, this is more of just a video package for our 3 competitors, the World Heavyweight Champion Booker T, Kanyon, and Eddie Guerrero. Are we ready? Are we ready for the main event of STARRCADE? everybody breathe. Here we go. It's still a really good match, but it's not as good as the United States title match. We get an 89 rated main event for STARRCADE. Eddie Guerrero defeating Booker T and Canyon in 1538 when Eddie Guerrero pinned Canyon with a frog splash. And we have Eddie Guerrero winning the WCW World Heavyweight title. Eddie wins, pulling off, I would say, a pretty big upset. I think a lot of people sort of expected me to keep the title on Booker, which definitely was a pretty big thought. Unfortunately for Canyon, his popularity just sort of stayed the same. And then Eddie's been involved pretty heavily with both Booker, RVD, and Chavo to a lesser extent over the course of like the last 2.5 months or 2 months or so. So that's really sort of elevated him. Like I said, he's got 84 popularity going into this match. I think Booker only had 86. So it was 2 points below him, and that's mind-blowing. I'm very curious to see what that's going to be. Anyway, 89 rated, 2 points lower than the other match. Still probably one of our top 4 matches of all time, which I'm very happy with. Would have loved to have just hit the 90. That would have been perfect. But again, deserved better announcing, better color commentary. Eddie, of course, getting his penalty as well. The personal issues. Booker T penalized for inconsistency. That's frustrating. And yeah, that is STARRCADE 2001. Overall show rating. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. 92 rated show. I feel like I've actually achieved something really good here. I'm pumped. Of course, we had the release of TEW IX or TEW 9. STARRCADE, 92 rated. Some incredible matches there at the end. Like, look at those ratings right there. That's a perfect way to end the show. Increasing our popularity in 54 regions as well. Pretty much every region around the world. Praise for Lawler, and then I'm going to praise Rob Van Dam and Chavo. Our upper mid-carders outperforming our main eventers. Very impressive stuff. And that was STARRCADE. Let me know what you guys think. I think that was a great show. Please drop a like as well. Show your support for the series. Wow. Company of the Year going to WWF. Team of the Year going to WWF. What else have we got? Match of the Year, WWF. Show of the Year. No way. Get in there. Show of the Year goes to STARRCADE. Get in there. That is unexpected. Nice. Rios winning Young Wrestler. Veteran Wrestler going to Diamond Dallas Page. Love that. Very nice. Who we got for announcer? Jim Ross. Paul Heyman, color commentator. And there we go. STARRCADE. I'm so happy with that. So happy. We made just under $3 million last month. All right, so Terry's gone. We've actually got a few people with contracts ending. So Sanders, Jimmy Yang, Lash LaRue, David Flair, Paisley. I think we'll re-sign Sanders, Jimmy Yang, and David Flair. I think we'll let Lash LaRue and Paisley go. Oh. Apparently we finished second out of 2 in the USA area battle. I guess with WWF beating us. I don't know. Anyway, Ricky Steamboat reckons AJ Styles is money. We should strap a rocket to the kid. Fair enough. Fair point. And yeah, 0.37 TV rating for obviously our network. And then a pay-per-view buy rate of 5.02, over 2.5 million buys of the pay-per-view. Incredible stuff. All right. We're already at an hour, but we've got a few things to check. So we're up to 82 popularity in the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic, 80 across the board for the rest of the United States. That's big. Pun intended, obviously big size. Canada, looks like we've improved as well. Yeah, we've gone up 3 points in Ontario, couple of points here and there everywhere else. Except the Maritimes, of course, but that is what it is. Mexico, looks like just a point for Mexico. 2 points, actually. 2 points. 2 points. Fair. What about Australia? So 31 and 30s. Yeah, 30, 29s. Okay, that's all right. I'm not really too fussed about anywhere else. But the big one is popularity. So who have we got first? Booker T needs to be first. Did he gain a point of popularity this month? Last month? No, stayed the same. Well, he actually went up in one region. He went up in the Northwest, made it a bit more consistent, but lost the World Heavyweight title and did not lose any popularity as a result of it. That's big. DDP probably gained a little bit, not really too fussed there. D'Lo's up to 51s, which is very impressive. And here we go, the big one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Eddie Guerrero, still 84, so still the same popularity. Albeit he gained 10 points last month. So I don't think he could have actually gained any more than that. I don't know if there's like a hard cap on how much you can get in 1 month. He's gained about 10 points, 9 or 10 in pretty much every region. So there you go. Who else have we got? Where is he? Johnny the Bull. Up to 46, 47. That's very good. About 3 or 4 points. Nice. Exactly. He's pretty much in the mid-card level now. Strata had a nice little promo there. Need to get that momentum back up. Which we will sort of try and work on this month. Canyon actually gained a point of popularity as well as a result of that STARRCADE main event. Love to see it. Who else have we got? Awesome. I don't know if he gained anything. Psycho Ripper. How much has he gained? He gained about 5 or 6 points in every region last month. About 6 points. That's really good. Hopefully Super Crazy didn't take too much of a loss. Rey Mysterio Jr. up to 47s and 49s in some regions. And about 2 points from winning the World Cruiserweight title. Rob Van Dam. I don't know if he lost anything. He lost a little bit. Actually, he lost a lot, to be fair. He lost about 6 points. In the Mid-South, he did. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it was necessary to obviously get the title off him, because he sort of elevated himself above the US title now, I feel like. So his push will continue going forward. And I've actually got his first opponent ready for next month, the next episode. Shane Helms. That didn't lose anything. Perfect. Perfect. Who else have we got? Got to go back up the top for Chavo. Super Crazy, he did lose a little bit of popularity. He's lost a lot over the last month. Is he still recognizable? He is considered recognizable. Perfect. We can still use him. All right. So we need to work on that, getting that back up. He will have the win at the pay-per-view. He will essentially go over Estrada. But that's perfect. We might even do Estrada versus Super Crazy next episode. Vader. Has Vader gained anything this month or last month? Yeah, he gained about a point. Yeah, a point's pretty good. And last one I want to check is Chavito. Oh, Chavo's nearly more popular than RVD. That's ridiculous. He gained 10 points last month. 11. He gained 11 points in some regions. Insane. That is insane. And that's where we leave it. That is going to be the end of the episode, guys. Make sure you drop a like on the video. We've finished our first year in charge. We've got Sin up next, which I'm really looking forward to as well. We're going to do a rematch, Booker T versus Eddie Guerrero. But all the storylines they'll be adjusted for next episode. Or we will adjust them together next episode. And yeah, apart from that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, notification bell turned on, and you'll be notified with these videos coming out in the future. And yeah, just thank you for all the support on the videos recently. Really do appreciate it. Hands getting better as well. Still got stitches in, but they're feeling a lot better, and obviously I can move my wrist a lot, so we're doing good. We're doing good, and we've done bloody well in this episode as well. So yeah, as always, take it easy and goodbye.